Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me for today's Reformer class. Today I'm bringing you a 30-minute intermediate Pilates Reformer class using the Short Box. We're going to be having the Short Box on the whole entire class until the end when we move it to Long Box to challenge our balance some towards the end. I am going to be starting on 2 heavy springs. That's 2 red springs on my machine. I have my foot bar up in its normal position. My straps are ready to go, and I am choosing to use an optional pair of ankle weights today. Completely optional. Choose if you want to use them, if you have them. If not, you do not need them. So once you have your props ready to go, ankle weights on, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Make sure your Short Box is on, your ankle weights are on if you're using them. I am going to turn around. I'm sitting down on my carriage. I am placing my back up against the Short Box. So you want to sit up nice and tall. If you need to scoot yourself out, I want you to bring the balls of the feet onto that foot bar. Once you have the balls of the feet onto the foot bar, close in your carriage. You want to bring that carriage in towards the bumper. Your elbows are coming down onto the box. Shoulders are back and down, abs are pulled in nice and tall. Take a deep inhale to prepare. We're going to extend ourselves out. We're going to drop the heels under, lift the heels, and bring the carriage in. So just beginning with a little bit variation of stomach massage. Sitting up nice and tall, pushing those elbows down, activity through that whole body. You have a string pulling you from the crown of your head. Exhaling as you push yourself out. Inhale to come on in. Let's go for 3. For 2. And 1 more. Go ahead, lift those heels, bring that carriage all the way in. Now arms are going to come off of the carriage. We're going to take our hands, we're going to bring them behind that box. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are pressing down our back. If this is too much extension for you, then you keep your arms in that first position. So sitting up nice and tall over those sitting bones, continue with that motion. We're going to push ourselves out. Drop the heels, lift, and bring the carriage in. You're trying to close that carriage all the way in. I don't have that range of motion in one of my hips, so I come in as best I can. Remember, we're not here for perfection. We're here for progression. Let's go for 4. 3, really feeling those legs heating up here. 2 more. On this last one, lift those heels, bring the carriage in. We're going to take our hands, we're going to bring them in front of us. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to go ahead, we're going to push ourselves out and just bring ourselves in. No lower and left lift here. Holding up that upper body straight over those sitting bones. Abs are pulled in towards the spine, really closing that carriage best to your range of motion. Let's go for 4 and 3, for 2, 1 more here. Go ahead, bring that carriage in, take your hands back to the box. You're going to take the feet into parallel, balls of the feet are still on. Go ahead, extend yourself out. I want you to drop the heels and lift the heels. So just lowering the heels under the foot bar and lifting, sitting up nice and tall. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bend those knees, bring that carriage all the way in. Great job. I'm gonna take a quarter turn and face you. So I am coming to a quadruped position on my carriage. I'm gonna go ahead, fix my sticky pad. So knees are coming on to the carriage, elbows are coming down. Whatever side you want to start with, we'll be doing both sides, but I'm going to start with my side facing you. I'm going to take my right heel, it's coming to the foot bar. Now I'm going to twist myself, I'm going to straighten myself up, square myself towards that box. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are down the back. You're going to press yourself out and resist yourself in. So again, this is a strength class, 30-minute Pilates strength. So challenging ourselves with heavier weight here, resisting it in. I'm exhaling when I push myself away, inhaling when I come in, trying to keep those hips square to the mat underneath me. My shoulders are plugged down my back, and I'm relaxed through my upper body. Last 3. For 2. And 1. Go ahead, bring that carriage in. You're gonna go ahead, come up to the ball of the foot. Abs are pulled in, shoulders back and down. I want you to push the carriage out. Now hold the carriage there, drop the heel, lift the heel, bring the carriage back in. Press the carriage out. Lower, lift, bring it in. Press it out, lower, lift, bring it in. So challenging ourselves with this heavier weight. Remember, if this weight doesn't work for you, make it work for you. Last 3. For 2. Last one here. Go ahead, bring that knee in, put that knee down, and send yourself into child's pose for a moment. All right, we're gonna come on up. We're gonna take both of those red springs off. Go ahead, just put a blue spring on. Once you have that blue spring on, you're gonna grab for the strap that coincides with the same leg. So I'm grabbing for my right strap. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are backing down. Knees are pressing against this sitting box. Again, we're further away from the shoulder block, so if this is too heavy, lighten up your load or go to the longer loop. Shoulders are down. Once you're ready, you're gonna flip the palm, you're gonna come for a bicep curl and resist it down. Now you can support yourself with your hand on the box. Coming into that bicep curl, resisting it long. Giving our lower body just a brief break. For 4, 3, 2, next, last one. When that arm is long, hold it there. Now flip the palm forward, palm is down. You're gonna grab that strap, pull the elbow wide, resist it forward. So coming in for a high row, resist it forward. We're gonna do 2 more, and then we're gonna begin rotating towards your arm that's pulling. So for me, I'm gonna rotate to the right, next one. Next time you pull that arm, high row, rotate, twist, and bring it back. Again, high row, rotate, twist, and bring it back. For 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Go ahead, release that arm long. You can sit yourself back. You're gonna go ahead, hang that strap up. We're gonna go ahead, make a quarter turn, face the side with the same leg you were using before. We're taking off that medium spring, and here you can add on one red spring. So coming down, coming back to one heavy spring. Now elbow's gonna come down on this box. I am taking my top foot, placing it on to the foot bar. My obliques are going to be pulled up. My abs are drawn towards my spine. My shoulders are away from the ears and plugged down my back. My foot is neutral on that foot bar. We're gonna press the carriage out and resist it in. So light carriage, nothing crazy. We have that added work of the ankle weight if you have it on. We're gonna go for 4, 3. Think about really bending at that hip flexor, getting deep into it, waking up that glute. Last one here, you're gonna press it out, you're gonna pull it in. You're gonna lift the heel, stay fat parallel to the wall in front of you. Heel is lifted. Press it out, resist it in. Press it out and in. We have 5. Keep those obliques pulled up, shoulders down your back. Last 3, 2. On this last one, I want you to hold yourself out. I want you to drop your heel. Now square yourself out to the wall in front of you. Free arm. You're gonna reach up and over, come for a lateral flexion, open up that whole side of the body. Try not to dump into the shoulder, really extend through that shoulder, push out of that shoulder. Bring that arm down. Just stay here, keep laterally flexing, up and over. Isometric hold with that glute. Let's go for 3, 2. On this last one, go ahead, extend yourself all the way out, get that deep, deep stretch, and bring your carriage in. Arm comes by your side. I'm gonna go ahead, rotate towards the tower. Now we're gonna do the same thing in plank form. So you have the option to keep your feet onto the platform, or you can come up to your foot bar. You plank how you choose. And we are also going to be turning this into a side plank if it's available for you today. So my toes are tucked under, my shoulders are back and down. I'm going to lift my knees, I'm going to extend myself out. Now I'm feeling how my plank feels today. My shoulders back and down feels pretty good. I'm going to go ahead, walk up to the foot bar. This is how I choose where I am. Feels pretty good here. Now I'm going to come to my side plank. I'm gonna go ahead, open myself up, come to that side plank, push out of that shoulder. Arm can stay here to help support. If you feel okay here, bend your knees and press it out. Keep those obliques pulled up and out. Otherwise, you're doing a front plank, bending and pressing. We have 3. Need it harder? You can bring your hand up to the cloud for 2. Last one, you're gonna hold it out. Just hold that plank. Squeeze it, hold. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn yourself towards your box. Carefully come on in and go down into child's pose. Give yourself a moment. And now we're gonna go ahead, do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna add that red spring on. 2 red springs, coming back to 2 heavies. Facing the tower, knees are down on the carriage. Abs are pulled in. That heel of my left foot is coming onto the bar. I'm gonna square my hips. Shoulders are down. Draw those abs in, extend that carriage out, resist it in. So definitely feels a lot heavier, especially when we were on that half of load before. Just finished up with those side planks, that half load, and you can definitely feel it on this side. At least I can. Press it out, resist it in. We have 3 more. Abs are still pulled in, shoulders are relaxed. Last one. Go ahead, bring it all the way in. We're gonna slide up to the ball of the foot. All 5 toes are picking up space on that foot bar. Inhale to prepare, exhale, extend it out. Hold it out. You wanna lower the heel, lift the heel, bring it in. So again, if you don't like that lower and lift, or the weight is too much, just take it out. You make this workout work for you. Pressing it out, lowering, and lifting. We have 4 more. For 3. And 2. Last one here. Go ahead, bring that knee on in. Carefully sit your hips on back. Send yourself into child's pose. We're gonna go ahead, turn, change our spring to 1 blue spring. Take that red spring off. So back to that light spring. Kneeling, we're gonna go ahead, reach down, grab our strap. Mine is twisted, so I'm just gonna untwist it. Now remember, long loop or short loop, thighs are pushing up against the shoulder block. We're gonna go ahead, come in for that bicep. So flip that palm, you're gonna bend the elbow. Okay, I knew this was really heavy. So you keep going. So you're gonna bend the elbow and bring it back. So bending the elbow, resisting it forward. Ooh. Left arm is significantly weaker in my body. Not sure about you. I'm gonna drop my elbow just a little bit because I feel my shoulder creeping up to my ear. Last 2. And 1. Go ahead, when that arm is long, you're gonna flip the palm. Abs are pulled in, no rotation yet. Pull the elbow back, squeeze through the back body, resist it forward. Keep those abs pulled in. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Thighs are pressing into that box. We have 4, 3, 2, last 1. We're gonna add that rotation. Pull the arm back, rotate towards the left, resist it back. Rotation's just coming from the waistline. Your box that your thighs are pressing against is giving you feedback, keeping you honest. Relax those shoulders. We have 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release that strap. I'm just gonna go ahead and push it down onto the floor because we're done with the straps for today. And then I am gonna face my carriage. I have to fix my sticky mat, sorry. And we are putting that 1 heavy spring back on, taking that blue spring off. So we're gonna start with now I'm facing away from you. My foot is coming into a neutral position. Heel is pushing down. Obliques are pushed up. Shoulder is supporting my upper body. Abs are pulled in. You're gonna extend yourself out and resist yourself in. So staying strong through that shoulder. Obliques are pulled in, supporting your side body. Just pressing it out, getting that deep hip flexor and pushing it out. Let's go for 4 and 3, 2, last 1. When you come in, come all the way in. You're going to lift that heel. Heel is lifted. When you're ready, push it out, resist it in. Press it out and in. Four for 2. 1 more, and then we're going to hold it all the way out. Hold it long, squeeze through that leg, keep those obliques pulled up, hand comes long by your arm, leg, we're reaching out and over for lateral flexion, bringing it back. Reaching out, up and over, really stretching through that side body and bringing it back. We have 3, 2, and 1. Come on in and go ahead, place that knee on down. This is where we're going to turn. Now you have that option. You keep your feet on to the platform. You bring your feet up to the shoulder block. We're all going to start with a forward facing plank. You'll decide how you feel when you get there, whether you want to bring your feet up or not. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, go ahead, push yourself out to the plank. Send those shoulders down. See how your body feels. It may be tired. I'm going to walk myself up to the foot bar. Shoulders are down. I'm going to rotate towards the left. I'm going to also rotate my arm. My body is supported. My obliques are pulled in. My arm is underneath my shoulder. We're going to bend and press. So this is the right side of my body. Right shoulder, definitely stronger on this side than I am on the other side. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hold it out. Hold it out. We're just holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully go ahead. Come all the way in and set it on down. Sit yourself into child's pose. Take a moment, relax those shoulders. All right, we're gonna finish up with some balance work. So I am gonna take my sticky pad off. I'm also gonna take my my short box, and turn it long ways. Sticky pad I'm gonna bring over to the side. Your foot bar can stay up. We're staying on that 1 red spring. Standing up nice and tall. Take whichever leg you want. I'm going to start with my leg facing you first, so that is my right leg. We're going to hold on to the foot bar. We're going to bring our foot on to the edge of the box. Now this foot bar is here to help you balance if you need it. Ball of the foot or arch of the foot is on that box. Standing up nice and tall. You're going to press your leg out and resist it in. So pressing it out and pulling it in. Now you want to think about coming deep in to that hip flexor, but you want to control the carriage. If you feel okay here, maybe you bring your hands out, finding full body work, pressing it out and resisting it in. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. When that carriage comes in, bring your hands back to the foot bar. We're gonna lift the heel on the floor. So I'm on my high toe of my left foot. You're gonna press the carriage out, pull it in. Hold on for balance and pull it in. Using more of my arch here. Now, if you feel okay, maybe let one hand go. Maybe both hands. Test your balance. Woo! Last two. And bring it in. Drop that heel. Keep that foot on the box. We're gonna go ahead, turn sideways. Foot is going to stay parallel, facing toes facing the tower. You're gonna push the carriage out, resist it in. Again, use the bar to help you. Pull it in. Press and in. You can also keep your hands out to the T, really work on that balance. We will not be lifting a heel here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that carriage in. Carefully hold on to that foot bar. We're gonna go ahead, face the foot bar. I want you to go ahead, bring yourself in to a figure 4 here. Maybe stretch that glute, lean over. My hip is really tight today. And then we will finish this work on to the other side. All right, my left foot is coming onto the box. More of the arch, actually. Shoulders are back and down, standing up nice and tall, string pulling you from the crown of your head. You're gonna go ahead, press the carriage out, resist it in. Press it out and in. Remember, if you wanna test that balance, bring your arms out to the side, pull it in. Let's go for 3 more. For 2, and 1. Bring that carriage home. Go ahead, lift that foot that's on the floor. Go ahead, take an inhale. Exhale, push the carriage out. Resist it in. Definitely a little harder when that heel is lifted. I'm gonna reduce my point of contact to see if I can control my stability. Woo, not so much on this side. I'm just gonna stay holding on today. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring that carriage home. We're gonna take a quarter turn. Now I'll be facing you. My toe is still gonna be facing towards the tower. I'm kind of twisted, trying to square out as best I can with this hip externally open. Go ahead, push the carriage out, resist it in. Again, here you can reduce your point of contact, bring your arms up, check your balance. It's definitely a lot easier when your foot is flat. Let's go for 4 more. And 3, 2, 1 more. Go ahead, bring that carriage in. You can carefully rotate yourself back towards the foot bar. Bring that foot into a figure 4. Get a nice big deep stretch here. Definitely range of motion on this side is night or day. Then I am gonna go ahead, take this ankle weight off already. And then I will take this other one off as well. I'm gonna go ahead, just roll my shoulders back. Still on that red spring, standing in front of that foot bar. Reach those arms up to the clouds. I want you to draw those abs in, roll your hands down to that box. Go ahead, bring your hands to the corner of that box, a little bit heavier than what we usually do this, but try to keep those knees soft. I want you to extend yourself out from the waistline, maybe sending your booty up, dropping down into that puppy pose. Bring those shoulders back and down. Let's take a big deep inhale. Round the abs towards the spine. Exhale, push the box away from you. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more here. Go ahead, take a big deep inhale, round that spine. Bring that carriage all the way to the bumper. Keep inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Softly lift your hands off the box. Begin exhaling as you roll yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time, bringing those hands up and over your head. From here, cactus those hands to heart. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. And like always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Bye.